So feathers are a really great thing because you can just do a mindful seeing and talk about the colors, and or you can do the sensory stimulation. And if you have someone in your home that loves the feathers, then you could do things like this. Invest in a little birdhouse, and it might not happen to be um, the one like this actual birdhouse, but you could use anything for your birdhouse. You can use a shoebox or a Tupperware container from the kitchen, and has that as your imaginary um, birdhouse where you keep your feathers, and it just adds to the fun. And when you see your child getting upset, you can distract them away from their emotional and state, and instead of engaging in the topic that they are upset about, you can distract them to start working on their feather work and sensing and feeling and getting out of the emotional state to then address, once they're calm, that which they were upset about. So that's the feathers. Another awesome tool. Young children love this, and I love this. So anybody, I think, is amazingly amazed at glitter. So a mindful glitter jar, and I have a recipe, but you can YouTube search or Google a recipe for a mindful glitter jar. And I made this, and I make this for with lots of children. And this is a plastic one, and you can use this from something you have in your kitchen. Maybe you have a jar with a lid in your kitchen, or something that you would like to just designate as your glitter jar. And I would glue or tape tightly the lid on so that this is forever your glitter jar. I colored the water, and we put some glycerin and glue and glitter in there. This is a 3 breath glitter, and you can Google and or you can email me and I can give you the recipe for a 3 breath or even a 1 minute glitter jar. And when we shake it, the glitter is swirling and the water is unclear, just like the thoughts in our mind give us an unclarity. So when we start deep breathing, the water in the jar becomes clear as our minds clear with our breathing. And so this is a beautiful metaphor, and it's a visual aid for the children, that they can see that the calm breathing as they watch the glitter fall to the bottom, the water clears just like their mind as they breathe. So if you want to test this out, you'll see that children absolutely love these. And you can put other objects in there too, like little plastic um, sequins or buttons and things, and they can watch that. And this is a nice tool that you can use as long as it's really tight, and they cannot open it um, for the car ride, and they can just play with that and watch it. And you all can deep breathe and tell stories as the glitter falls. So this glitter jar is a wonderful tool. Another thing is, this one is actually from Susan Kaiser Greenland's Mindful Games for Kids. She has some really fun games. And this is my breathing buddy. So I don't know if you can see that, but he's got googly eyes, and I've got all different colors. I've got a whole class set for children to lay back and rest their, and if they choose their own plush toy, like their favorite stuffed animal, they can lay it on their tummy and relax back and do some mindful belly breathing and watch that breathing buddy rock to sleep. And this works very, very beautifully because it's another visual aid. They become the nurturer. And in so doing, they nurture themselves with the deep breathing. So they breathe in and the belly expands, and they breathe out, and the breathing buddy falls with the belly falling, and they see that the breathing buddy can calm to sleep just like they can. And so that, and you can make your own breathing buddies with googly eyes if you happen to have some at home, or use your child's plush toy to do that, or you know, Spider-Man, action figure, whoever needs to be nurtured and calmed, and it goes on the belly, and it's a really beautiful way to help them learn that they're able to calm themselves down eventually. And this whole table is an example of, some people call it a peace table or a peace corner, and some of your um, children have this in their classroom already, or you can have this at home. And by creating a mindful corner, a mindful table that is always there, it's always available to them, that when you see the child, or the child sees themselves getting a little bit too emotional, or they're looking for something to do when they're bored, they can go to the mindful corner or the table and choose something mindful to do that is going to help nurture them and their state of being and help them feel better. So you can have seashells and beautiful rocks. You can have a flower on them on there, and you can learn a little bit about flowers. You can choose something every week that is special to the table, that will also teach them about that piece of nature. Maybe you, as parent and teacher, are teaching them about fish or leaves or the weather, and you can choose things that go on your mindful table that will then promote learning, but also teach them how they can soothe themselves and appreciate and be mindful while studying that particular natural object. So I hope this brings some really good ideas for you.